Hello, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. Let's see what happens in this reading. We're going to use the Tarot of the Golden Wheel for this reading. I only got the one reading up yesterday. I had a lot of personal readings and I just didn't manage to get the time. So this will make up for that. All right, let's see where we're going. Oh, I love it. King of Wands coming out. He just made a really big appearance in the last video I did. Okay, we're talking Leo, Sag, Aries energy here. But I always say to people, don't focus too much on the sign. You can be with someone who is a Pisces, who has a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries moon. And they will be more of their moon sign than what they are their sun sign. So don't always focus in on that. Because this is that energy of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what we're looking at is a very fiery, passionate person. That doesn't mean they're all over the, place with their temper. It just means they're very passionate about what they do. For me, this sign, this card very often represents somebody who is a leader or a manager in their field, somebody who's very passionate about the work they do. But it also makes me feel that this person might own their own business, for example. Whatever this is, this person here is very, very driven by their own desires. They have goals, they have targets they want to meet. But this is a person that's very attractive. Like that confidence shows no matter what. That confidence shows, and you meet these people with this beautiful confidence and you can't help but feel that sort of attraction towards them. I'm not talking about sexual attraction. I'm talking about how people, when they're really confident and comfortable in their own skin, have this beautiful air about them that you just admire. There's plenty of people in media that do that. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, now the Eight of Cups means that somebody is moving away from something here. The Eight of Cups is very much a card of not having the satisfaction or the emotional contentment that you wanted from a situation. So to me, you look like you're moving away from somebody here. Maybe you're taking on the energy of the King of Wands and sort of taking leadership in your own life, moving away from something that perhaps hasn't brought you the joy you thought it would. But we have the Empress here. So this is really good because it says to me that you're recognizing your value. You're recognizing who you are in this world and you are really respecting yourself here. So maybe this King of Wands character has not sort of matched up to what you thought was going to be matched up to. I do feel for some of you, again, this could be a work situation here. But I also feel for many of you that you've put a lot of work into something that perhaps somebody hasn't come around at. It brings to mind something I said to somebody the other day. Because people don't understand codependence. And codependence is something that people take lightly. And I hear people talk about it all the time like it's dependency. And it's not. Codependency is very harmful. And somebody said something the other day and I said to them, do you realize that that's codependency? And they said no. So I'm going to give you an example here. If you're in a relationship or a situation where you are upset or worried about moving away from because you're worried about the other person, but I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt their feelings. They're a really nice person and I don't want to hurt them. That's codependency. Why is it that you would put yourself through something but yet feel sorry for the other person? Because you have them on a pedestal. Now, that's a really clear example of putting other people's needs and other people's feelings above your own. Why are you questioning what you should be doing when in fact you should be thinking about what you want? Now, that may sound selfish to people who have codependency, absolutely, because the first place you go is, well, that's not fair to other people if you behave that way. Is it not? If you are worried about breaking off a relationship or breaking off a friendship or doing something because you're scared of hurting the other person, ask yourself, why are you prepared to put yourself through the pain? Because that says to me you think the other person's feelings are more important than your own. It was a big wake-up call for me when I realised it. I would carry on things for years and months after I should have done because I was always worried about hurting someone else. Crazy, isn't it? Put myself through a lot of pain to realise that. But it's a really good indication that you have codependency issues. So the Eight of Pentacles here says to me, you've put in a lot of work with someone. I feel like whoever this person is wants to make an offer to you. But because of the work you put in, I feel this is so much like What's Cracking reading today, because you're so stressed and worried about how much work you put in the past, I don't feel that you want to. You're considering it though. You're considering something here. Okay. You have the Queen of Cups there. You love this person. No doubt about it. You love this person, and I feel that you have put in a lot of work to get a relationship off the ground. In fact, you've probably put in way more than you should have done. And somehow I feel like this person isn't reciprocating or isn't really doing what you wanted them to do. Maybe you've had those talks with them. Maybe you've asked them, you know, if they really do love you, if they want to be with you. Maybe they've answered yes and given you all the right indications that's what they want. But then sometimes somebody can be really happy or content with what you're putting in and not put anything in themselves, but not want you to go because you've been codependent and you've been supporting them and doing everything for them. And then you've got to ask yourself, well, do they love you, or do they love what you do or what you provide for them? It's a really tough one, but I feel like that's what's coming through very strongly here, that maybe you've overcompensated for their lack of enthusiasm in your relationship. Maybe you've overcompensated. Now, this may not necessarily, again, be romantic. We could be talking about a family situation where you're the one who's always doing all the organising. You're the one that everybody calls on when there's a problem. You're the one who keeps everything together. But yet when you need something, nobody is there for you. I feel like you're walking away from something for those reasons. Again, it could be romantic. It could be that you've just put a lot of effort into something. But I feel like now you've got to ask yourself, is this worth my time? I feel like this person wants to try and make it work again. I feel like another offer is going to be on the table. I feel like this person may make it work for a little while, may change for a little while. But are you prepared to put in, because I see the Nine of Wands and I think, are you prepared to put in the energy again after sort of doing it for a long time and not getting what you want? You know, it's really funny. Somebody said to me the other day, they wanted a relationship with someone, and the person said to them that they just wanted friendship. And this person said to me, are they going to change their mind? And I said, well, they've told you they only want friendship. Is that going to be enough for you? And this person said, but what if I wait around? You know, maybe things will change. Well, maybe they won't. Are you going to be prepared to wait 10 years? I've met people who've been waiting 10, 15 years and their relationship has not moved to marriage or commitment. They're still living in separate houses. So you need to ask yourself, if somebody tells you something up front like that, ask yourself, if this is what I want. You can't change the other person. You can't change that. If they only want friendship, then friendship it is. You need to find the person that wants the same as you. But don't expect people to change for you. Don't expect that you can change people. If that person wanted to be with you, they would say to you, yes, I want a relationship. Let's see where this is going. All right, so we have the Four of Swords coming through here. The Four of Swords is a card that talks about taking time out to make some sort of decision. It is a card of healing, but it's deep healing. It's really taking time out to decide if this is the direction you want to go in. I feel like there is the potential for heartbreak here. So it may be that you're worried about walking away from something because of the hurt and pain that it may feel for you. But at the end of the day, you're not getting what you want. One day that hurt and pain will turn into resentment and anger. And then you will be really dissatisfied that you've wasted so much time putting the effort into something. All right, so we have the Two of Wands coming through with the Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, see, you're dealing with somebody here who is trying to take what they can but give very little in return. Why is that? I guess some people just want to be mothered. They want somebody there to do everything for them and to do very little in return for that. So what you have to do, and I quote Matthew Hussey when he says, that is match their energy. Decide if this person, what they're putting in is enough for you. And if it's not, then you need to pull back what you're doing a little bit. Because over-investing makes the relationship toxic. So if somebody's not putting in and you keep investing more and more and more and more, it's just a disastrous relationship where you're going to be so disappointed and angry and resentful one day because you've put in so much energy and your person has taken whatever they could. So a relationship needs to be reciprocal. That doesn't mean it has to be exactly in balance, but what you put into it, you should feel that you're taking away from it. Because I see with this Seven of Swords here, you're dealing with someone who just keeps taking. All right, Seven of Cups. There's an illusion here. An illusion about love and a brand new beginning. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles coming through here. There is an illusion you have about love. And it may be down to codependency. You may believe that somehow or another that you just keep investing in something, that you don't expect anything back. Maybe somehow or another in your life you've not been loved, or you've not been given an opportunity to be loved. But whatever this is here, you have created an illusion for yourself around love. Love is not one-sided. Love is reciprocal. But I do see you having a brand new beginning here. So maybe if you're dealing with somebody who's been treating you this way, there's the Three of Swords, I felt that before, then maybe you're considering whether it's something you need to move away from. I don't feel that this is going to be a hasty decision. I feel that there's probably going to be some healing you need to do first. And that healing may be just trying to understand your own value and what you bring to a relationship. Yeah, we have the Tower. That Three of Swords and Tower is very powerful over that Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. You're rebuilding from an illusion. You've created some idea about love that isn't real or isn't true. You've romanticized something here. And maybe somehow or another you're starting to see it now because the Seven of Cups is here. But I see you here. It's like you're clearing the way for something brand new with the Tower. So maybe you're in a position with this person where you can have some sort of resolution about how you move forward. But at the moment, this person is just maybe getting very comfortable with you doing everything. Maybe you're always the one that plans the trips away. Maybe you're always the one who does the shopping. Maybe you're always the one that does the housework. If you're in a relationship where you're only dating, maybe this person doesn't take you out and, for nice meals, or take you out or decide what to do on the weekend. Maybe it's always your decision. But this Tower tells me that this illusion you have around love needs to be broken down in order for a new beginning to occur. We have the World card at the end. You've come completely full circle with this. All right, I want to get some more cards because I don't feel that's complete. I feel like some of you dealing with somebody here who may be a Leo, Sag, Aries, but certainly a very fiery person. I feel like you're contemplating walking away from this person. I feel like somehow or another you're starting to understand your own value. You've put a lot of work into this, absolutely. And I feel this person wants to give it another go. But for me, you're not really prepared to go through everything and keep going, trying to struggle for your own balance. So you're definitely contemplating here whether this is worth putting more energy into. Now, for some of you, this may be somebody that you've been in a marriage with or a long-term commitment with. For others of you, we may be talking about family members here. but you've got some sort of illusion about how you have a relationship with someone. Someone's taught you that you need to do all the investing, you need to fix it, you need to put it right, you need to make the apologies, you need to do the work. And I feel like here you've had enough. You've seen the truth here. That Tower says to me that you want to restart, new beginning. And maybe, there's the Fool card straight out of the gate. With the Ten of Swords, end of a cycle, brand new beginning, Ten of Pentacles, and great happiness. You know, there is definitely a decision you're making here with the Two of Swords. Yeah, you are communicating to this person here that this isn't the way you want to have your life. I feel like your person may surprise you and give you an opportunity to do things differently here. But I feel like this is your responsibility to speak up for yourself about what you want. There is definitely a lot of communication in this reading, a lot of swords. So there needs to be more communication. There needs to be you speaking up for yourself and asking for what you want. And you know what? I feel like here that if it's not what you want, you're just going to pack your bag and move on. I don't feel that you can put up with this for a long time. Remember, you need to match the other person's energy. If they're not putting in much, then you pull back. If this person isn't loving you in the way you want to be loved, then it's not worth persevering with. All right, we have the card 36, Lost in Space, which talks about needing direction. 36, so the number 9. Feeling lost, needing direction and focus a 24-hour day. Sometimes in life we lose our way, perhaps falling prey to addictive behaviours, codependency would be one of those, jealousy, comparison, resistance or fear. This happens especially when we are up-levelling and genuinely changing for the better. A part of us hiding in the vast expansiveness of space wants to sabotage our progress. In the transformation process, our inner world no longer feels safe or inhabitable as we find that our thoughts and beliefs have morphed beyond recognition. You may find yourself adrift in this way right now, unable to focus or determine the next step. You might be tired and simply need to regroup and rest. When you lack direction, the first thing to do is to redirect your perspective of time. Like a newborn baby who needs swaddling to feel safe, you're invited to reduce your life visioning to the next 24 hours. Anyone can handle living in a 24-hour compartment which allows everything to feel grounded and manageable. You get lost in space when you imagine being swallowed up in the giant vastness of the future with its dark uncertainty, or reflect on how your past has held you captive in a hall of distorted, never-ending mirrors, reminding you of your mistakes and flaws, failures and losses. That's really interesting and actually a really, really good idea. Instead of focusing on the future, just focus on the next 24 hours. If this is you and this reading is for you, don't try to focus on what's going to happen later. Just focus on what you want. See what you want and where you want to go. Just make it 24 hours and then make your decision. Because I feel like here you maybe feel very overwhelmed with this situation. And I had a lot of this energy in the What's Cracking reading too. So I feel a lot of people are starting to realize how to work with their own issues, especially around codependency. But a lot of people won't recognize codependency because they see it as dependency, which is a totally different thing. Dependency to a certain degree is healthy in a relationship. We depend on our partner sometimes when we can't do things for ourselves or we need their help with something. Codependency is a very toxic way to work in a relationship. It's enabling the other person. So what you're in fact doing is putting your own needs on the back burner and giving everything to the other person beyond what you need for yourself. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you.